So, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So, if you're new here, my name is Jihan, and here I will review a book and I will tell about a novel titled "It Ends with Us" by Colleen Hoover. So, this book or this novel is consist of 35 chapters. So, in this video, I will make a short review or short explanation what is the content of the book and yeah, how the story starts and how the story ends. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, guys, so I would directly tell the story and I wouldn't tell the characters in the beginning because later you will know who is the characters in this novel. So basically, this follows the story of Miss Lily Bloom, and she moves to Boston after college, and then Lily meets Ryle on the rooftop. Like one night in Boston, they quickly start learning and mingling, and then they're learning all these things about each other by sharing neck truths. And I just love the whole idea and concept behind these neck truths and throughout the entire story. They keep it going and they keep sharing these neck truths with each other. And first, Ryle is such a dream in the beginning. He's neurosurgeon. He's super smart. He loves working and he's very driven and just super confident. And he is very straightforward with Lily and he thinks she's gorgeous and he wants to do her like all this stuff with the main thing about Ryle is that he only does like one night stands. He doesn't want a relationship or anything serious because work is his number one priority and he just doesn't have time for it. So yeah, Lily, in the other hand, though, is a helpless romantic who wants her true love, and that's it. She doesn't do those one night stands or anything like that. I'm in love with Lily's characters because he just seems really down to her, and then of course after their meeting on the rooftop, their story doesn't end there. A few months down the line, and they run into each other again when Lily actually gets her. Ryle is just there to help her with her ankle, and I thought that was so crazy, but I could predict it this moment. Yeah, of course, like him being a doctor, he was going to get hurt at the same point in the story, and he was going to try and aid her and help her for the first few chapters. We see them running into each other and kind of like growing their relationship more and more. To the point where Ryle literally goes to Lily's apartment building and knocks on every single door until he finds hers. That is so crazy to me. They both attend Ryle's sister's party, and thinks just Ryle of a sudden wants a relationship with Lily, and he will do anything and everything to prove that to her. The development of their relationship, like in the beginning of the book, it's so cute and sweet. Like, I love that Ryle just chooses everything aside and wants to be with Lily, and he'll do anything in the world to do that. And of course, our hearts are ripped out once Lily and Ryle have a kind of like established their relationship a little bit more and they are living together. There's one night when Ryle and Lily are drinking wine and cooking and having fun, and Ryle accidentally burns his hand while grabbing something out of the oven, and it turns into a huge fiasco. He has a surgery that is coming up on Monday, and it's very important. And because he's a surgeon, so he needs his hand. His hand are the most important part for him. He was very upset and frustrated, and Lily had been, but unfortunately, in this point, Lily had been laughing a little bit because the whole thing is kind of silly. Yeah, unfortunately, she do that. And then they burned something in the oven, and they're so drunk and like high of love. He goes to pick it up with his bare hands, and he burns his hand, but it gets so dark so fast. Ryle literally turns around and push her, and basically he hurts Lily, and she's on the ground, and she hurts her head immediately because Lily has a history with her father and domestic abuse against her mother. Yeah, literally, like Lily imagined that something happened in the past. It is like freaking out, losing it as she should, and that is where all our hearts break. Ryle turns out to be a Jack. That was the beginning of my heartbreak, and the rest of the story was real sad and toxic cycle throughout their relationship. And then Lily keeps giving him second change, but Ryle keeps messing them up. He's horrible, and then you should never ever put your hands on someone ever. I'm still so heartbroken over it. So, it's just a really sad story between back and forth stuff like that. Then of course, like we have Atlas. Yeah, this is, and then new character. We have Atlas, and then Lily's first ever lover. He enters the story and quickly turns from loving Ryle to loving Atlas. When he first sees her, starts sticking up for her and defending her, and he doesn't like Ryle at all. He doesn't get a good vibe from him, and I love Atlas. We stand a good man. So finally, when she has had enough of Ryle, and then she calls Atlas because he told her to call him whenever she needed him, and he basically takes her in to care for her and helps her get back to health and take a moment to breathe. So basically, it gets to a part of the story where we find out that Lily is pregnant with Ryle's child. And the entire story, you're rooting for Lily to like not go back to Ryle. Don't trust him, like he's not good for you, and finally she doesn't. Yeah. So she doesn't go back to Ryle, and I feel like that is the best part of the story because it's honestly like empowering, and I just really love that. I think it's a really great character development because when things start with them, she kind of just like makes up excuses for him and his abuse, and it's like no, don't make excuses for him. She was ready to be a single mother and like take it on just to protect her and her child at the end. So yeah, this is the end of the story. Yeah, this is the reason why the story titled It Ends With Us, because Lily decided to just living with her child and herself only, because Lily it's ended up with Ryle. So guys, thank you very much for hearing my story, and this story is very good. Basically, I like this story, I like this novel. So guys, thank you very much for watching my video and for hearing my story, my book review, and see you in the next video. Bye.